I got cystic fibrosis. See, I've got cystic fibrosis.
Hey guys, welcome back to Staying Salty. My name is Chelsea and good morning. I just woke up. But I wanted to get on and tell you guys, or film for you guys, the video that everyone else has already been talking about this week, which is fellow cystic fibrosis patients in public or in person, meeting them, and how you go about that. So this may seem like a strange topic to people who haven't been around anyone with CF, but the whole caveat and ironic thing about CF is that we are only contagious to other cystic fibrosis patients. So the only people on the face of the earth that we are supposed to not be around is other cystic fibrosis patients. Interesting. But that's because the bacteria that I grow in my lungs, and if I were to cough and, you know, droplets of mucus or really yummy things like that go into the air, it doesn't affect anyone else. But if someone with CF were to inhale that, then potentially they could have my bugs that grow in my lungs as well as theirs, and then it just is a whole host of not good. So when it comes to this topic, I don't have a lot to say on it. I've only ever been around one other CFer that I know of, and this was when I was in second grade, so 7, 8. So I'm trying to think back like 20 years here. But we were in different classrooms, so I don't remember if my parents had ever told me, you have CF, he has CF, stay away from each other, or if we just by choice didn't hang out with each other, because I think he was a year younger, you know, it was second grade, he was in a different classroom, like it just, the opportunities just weren't really there, and we weren't in the same friend groups. So I can't remember if I did that by choice or not, but after that instance, I just have never really had the urge, especially knowing that it's not good, to ever meet up with another cystic fibrosis patient. If you see my other videos, you know that I was raised thinking, you know, cystic fibrosis is just a part of me. It doesn't define who I am, and I never really viewed myself as different. So when it became high school and adolescence, I didn't have this deep-seated desire to go and meet someone who was like me, because at the end of the day, everyone is so different. I really, truly believe that if you love yourself and if you give yourself love and acceptance, then love and acceptance is gonna come to you. So that was kind of the way I approached everything. We already did a topic on friends and CF, so maybe check that out. I'll put that down below. But it just was never something that I felt the need or the lack. I didn't operate from a place of lack, not having people like that in my life to relate to. I think we all can relate to each other, whether, you know, my thing that I have to deal with is cystic fibrosis and it has a name. Everyone goes through their own certain thing that either makes them feel outcast or makes them feel different or is a burden on them and keeps them up at night, and you know, they think that they don't want to tell anyone because it's too much. Everyone has something like that, whether it be family, health, you know, personal life. Everyone has something like that. So I've always tried to look beyond our differences and see our similarities. So even though they might not have cystic fibrosis, we can relate on a whole nother level just because we've dealt with things that are a little more serious or things like that. So I never had this deep-seated desire to meet anyone with CF. Maybe that was also because I'm not supposed to, but who knows? I also like to follow rules. I've honestly never encountered another cystic fibrosis patient. Obviously in the hospital, in the halls, if I see someone walking around with a mask, I assume they have CF. I don't ask them. I've never started a conversation with them. I have plenty of CF friends, but online. And I'm perfectly okay keeping it that way because that's what keeps me the most safe. And this might sound strange, but I honestly have enough CF in my life as it is. It's not something I want to talk about 24/7. I live with it and I breathe it every single day. So when I talk to my friends, like, I enjoy having friends that have things to talk about that have nothing to do with CF. But if you are gonna go and meet another CFer, just be safe about it. You know, wear masks, stay 6 feet apart, just be safe. It's meeting a friend or doing something like that is not worth catching a whole nother bug or your life or anything like that. It is completely plausible and completely doable to meet friends that do not have CF who will still understand and who will still be there for you no matter what. And I think one big thing right now that's with the new movie coming out next year, if you haven't heard about it, there's a new cystic fibrosis movie coming out next year about 2 CF people who fall in love, and I don't really know the whole premise of it, but if anyone out there is doing that, please, 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 please think about what you're doing. It's not cute, you know, I remember if I were to risk my life for the person who I was dating when I was like 15, 16, I would hate myself for that because they weren't worth it. Being 25 now, I think it's obviously easier for me to see this whole thing pan out, but we're not supposed to be around each other for a reason. It's for our own health. Don't go date another CFer. It's not worth it. There are plenty of people out there who will understand and who will love you and who don't have cystic fibrosis. That's all I'll say about that. It's a little heated if I were to start getting into it. But with all that, go watch everybody else's video. They have been around more CFers than I have, and I'm perfectly fine with that choice. That's my life, my opinion, and if you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that there. I will put the video down below about the ones we've done before, about friends in CF, and until next time, we're taking a 2-week mid-season break, and then we're gonna come back with a day in the life. So until then, I hope you all stay salty and stay well. So, thanks guys.